Tutorial on how to use another graphing calculator app, which I already showed you how to use in class back in December break, but just in case you've forgotten. So if you want to go ahead and download Desmos graphing calculator, you can. I already have it downloaded, so I don't have to, but you can. The other thing you can do is you can also just go online and type in desmos.com, and start graphing. Either of those things is fine. It works in your phone, it works in your laptops, it works on tablets. Either way, it'll all be the same thing. But if you open the app and you are trying to graph an equation, all you have to do is once you open the app, you want to put in the equation that you're trying to graph. So let's say that I want to graph y equals let's say y equals x squared. You always have to start with y equals, otherwise it won't graph it for you. So I have y equals, I'm going to put an x, and then this a squared that you see over here, that's what you use to put the exponent of 2. Right next to the y, that's what you use for an exponent of 2. So let's say that that's the graph that I want to graph, then I put in y equals x squared. You can see up here, I can move around the graph with one hand, I can click on some points, and if I want to have the table, I can zoom in and out again, just like I would on a picture on my phone. Every square here is a unit of 1, so you can kind of count if you need to figure out what point it is. Or if you want to see the table instead of trying to figure out what the points actually are, you can press this toggle, this little like wheel over here to the right hand side. You can press that little wheel right there, and when you press that wheel, you're gonna see that a little table pops up underneath right here. When you click that table, it'll give you the table for the function or the equation that you've typed in. Now it only gives you these first 5 points. So if you need more points, then what you want to do is you want to click right under the last point that it gives you. Let's say I want to know what the point is when x is equal to 3. I just put a 3 there and then it gives it to me. Let's say I want to know what the point is when x is negative 5. Then I put in negative 5, and again it gives me the point for negative 5. So it would be negative 5, 25. Okay, and you can add as many points as you want, or you can go over here again, zoom in and out, and try to figure out what the points are. Either way would be fine. I think the table is a little easier than trying to guess, but it's up to you which one you use. The other thing is, if you have a fraction, for example, that you need to graph, then if I put y equals, what you want to do is, I'm going to put the top of my fraction in parentheses. So let's say x minus 5, close my parentheses, and then we're going to use a division sign to go right under. So let's say there's a 2 under there, and then again it gives me my graph. Okay, so that's kind of like one of the difference between that and the other graphing calculator app. I suggest that you use the other graphing calculator app because it's much more similar to our calculator that we have in class, but this would also work as well. So whichever one you feel more comfortable using. This one, the benefit of this one is just that you can access it from a laptop or an iPad or a phone, whereas the other one you can only access it on a phone. And again, if you have any questions on using any of these things, just let me know. The important piece is that you can zoom in and out to see the rest of the points, and this little wheel over here can give you the table for your graph so that you can plot as many points as you need.